Hello, my friend. This is for you. Boom, boom. I am sending you all of the powerful vibes today to start the week off right. So much good stuff to get to. I'm talking Miley Cyrus and Cody Simpson possibly being over already. Looks like I'm going to win that bet, Booker. My podcast co-host and I have a bet going on. Have Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom reconciled? Also, I'm talking Tati, Westbrook, and James Charles, and so much more. But I have to begin today with something that Kanye West said. He's been saying a lot of crazy things recently, but I actually agree with Kanye on something. Do you agree with him? He revealed in a new interview that he no longer lets his 6-year-old daughter, North, wear crop tops. And it's a big fight in the house. Kanye revealed, quote, I was literally out there making North try to outdress Rihanna. I don't think North should wear a crop top after I had her wear a slip dress when she was 2 years old. I think and feel differently now that I am Christian. You know, I don't think it has anything to do with being Christian. I think it's called being sensible. Or you know what? Some people may not. Some people may think there's absolutely nothing wrong with a 2-year-old or a 6-year-old wearing lingerie. I think there's something wrong with that. It ain't for me. But if you want to do that, then great. Also, as you may have heard, Kanye is not letting his daughter wear any makeup. And Kim elaborated on that, revealing that there's drama because of that. With a new chat, in a new interview with E! News, Kim Kardashian says, quote, North is trying to get in on the makeup, but she's being blocked heavily because her dad has stopped all makeup for her until she is a teenager. It's a big discussion, a big fight in the household right now, but it is what's best. I think as a parent, you just learn and figure it out as you go. And we realized we didn't really want her to wear makeup at a young age, but she sees her mom putting on lipstick and lip gloss and blah, 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 blah. First of all, knowing North and that family and the cousins, Kylie's daughter, Stormi, she's going to be wearing lipstick and makeup before she's a teenager. And then North will be jealous that her younger cousin is getting to do it and she's not. Oh, child. The family dynamics are going to be real complicated there. I mean, think about it. Do you get along with all of your cousins? I don't even have that many cousins. I have one. And unfortunately, we don't really get along. My mom has a ton of cousins. The more cousins you have, the better the odds of you getting along with some of them. Also, Kanye, bless him. He said, quote, I am undoubtedly the greatest human artist of all time. It's not even a question at this point. It's just a fact. I mean, it's so hard to say who the greatest artist of all time is. I don't even know if you can say something like that. I mean, you can make the case that the greatest artist of all time was John Lennon or is Paul McCartney or Elvis or whomever. Or Adele, but Kanye, he seems to be in a good place, in a good space and healthy, but he's still saying things like that. Speaking of Kanye, his sister-in-law, Khloe Kardashian, just revealed publicly that she thinks about her ex-husband, Lamar Odom, all the time. And she revealed that he called her wanting to meet up. Khloe said, quote, he called me and he was like, I just knew we were all going to talk again at some point. I'm just so happy. He was like, I would love to see you. I've been dying to see you in person. I just feel like we have so much to talk about. And Khloe is open to that. However, she wants to set the record straight that she does not want to get back together with him. For now. I see them getting back together. If Khloe wants to get back together with Lamar Odom, he will dump that new girlfriend of his like that. All right, speaking of girlfriends, boyfriends, relationships, dating Miley Cyrus is a lot. Can you imagine being married to Miley Cyrus? What Liam Hemsworth had to put up with for so long. But unfortunately for Cody Simpson, what was supposed to be a private conversation is now made public. If you're speaking out loud in public, there is no such thing as a public conversation. According to the Daily Mail, which I think is a reputable publication, they had an eyewitness there stalking him, a reporter, who overheard the conversation. And Cody was heard saying, quote, we had a weird one yesterday. Not really an argument, but she kind of shut down. Yeah, it was kind of blanky, but whatever. Curse word. I'm copping blank here because of her exes, you know. Her husband is Australian. So even if there wasn't any drama with Miley before this, her reading this now, that may cause drama. And you know Miley has read this because she Googles herself every hour. I mean, I Google myself once a day, not every hour. If I was getting a lot of people writing articles about me, I would probably Google myself more than once a day. What's also interesting is that's what Cody Simpson said privately, but publicly it was a much different story. He appeared on the Kyle and Jackie O show, and Cody Simpson said, quote, I'm very, very romantic. She talked about how she hadn't had that kind of an experience in a relationship before. Rude! No need to throw Liam Hemsworth under the bus like that. In another interview with fellow Australian radio hosts Fitzy and Ripa, Cody said, quote, I told Miley I used to kiss her on the TV screen when I was little. She was the only one that I had ever felt that way about when I was that age. I had a crush on her ever since I knew who she was. This is clearly not going to last. He's digging his own grave. Speaking of relationships, according to a new report, Evan Peters was in a, quote, very toxic relationship with his ex-girlfriend, Emma Roberts. I think they were engaged even. That's alarming because when I hear toxic relationship, I think abuse, either physical abuse or of substances. You know, hopefully he's in a better place now. I think he is. He's dating Halsey. And Emma Roberts, is dating Garrett Hedlund. So I think they're both good. We've got some information on what went wrong between Lady Gaga and her most recent boyfriend, audio engineer Dan Horton. According to an insider, Gaga does want to date again. Dan was not mature enough for her. Ooh, snap. When I hear immature, I also think he was partying too much. Is that code for he was partying too much? This is so beautiful. Wow. Is that code for he was partying too much? I don't know. All right, on to some YouTubers. James Charles is losing his hair. Literally. I don't think he's going bald. He's still only, 20 or 21 years old? But he did dye his hair recently. He went really blonde. And as a result, his hair had started to fall out. So he revealed to his followers that he's only going to be wearing hats and wigs for the next few months until his hair grows back. Boop. Speaking of James Charles, his former friend turned frenemy, Tati Westbrook, has launched her new Tati Beauty makeup line. Congratulations to Tati. Success is the best revenge. Have any of you bought anything from it? Is it out yet? Have you gotten it? Any reviews? I'm not buying any, but I wish her well. I did get some makeup from Gigi Gorgeous, and I can't wait to try that. She came out with a new collection that is supposed to be gender neutral for boys, girls, people who don't identify as others. Thank you for sending that to me, Gigi. You're a gem, a doll. Also, thank you to Miss Fame. The RuPaul's Drag Race alum sent me some of her makeup, too. She came out with a new palette, and it was lovely and beautiful. Cannot wait to wear that either. All right, on to some TV news. Disney is officially working on a Hocus Pocus sequel for their Disney Plus streaming platform. It is not known whether any of the original cast, that includes Bette Midler, Kathy Najimy, and Sarah Jessica Parker, will be part of the Hocus Pocus 2, but Disney is said to want them. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Make them the leads. I mean, they could always just make a cameo, but I would love it if it was with them. That would be very cool. Also very cool, the Facts of Life cast has reunited. Kim Fields, Lisa Whelchel, Mindy Cohn, and Nancy McKeon are all going to be starring in a Lifetime holiday movie together called You Light Up My Christmas. Kim Fields was the not just star, but also one of the producers on it, and it was her idea to work with her old friends, and they said yes. And while they're not playing the same characters, I think it's awesome that they're all going to be doing this together again. And maybe this could lead to a Facts of Life reboot somewhere. Okay, an update on all the drama with Ronnie Ortiz-Magro. He is not being charged with kidnapping, but while he dodged felony charges in his drama with his baby mama, Jen Harley, he is now facing 1 count of domestic violence, 1 count of brandishing a weapon, 1 count of child endangerment, 1 count of resisting arrest, and 1 count of criminal threats from the Los Angeles, of criminal threats. So he is facing many years behind bars. Ay, ay, ay. You reap what you sow. Ho, ho, ho. Speaking of TV stars, Kelly Ripa came under fire recently for how she expressed herself when talking about her eldest son, Joaquin, who is living on his own, recently graduated from college. And she says, quote, "I think he loves the freedom. He hates paying his own rent, and he's chronically poor. I don't think he ever really experienced, extreme poverty like now." Clearly, some people don't get humor. I think she was joking. She knows what extreme poverty is. I'm sure her son's not extremely poor. I mean, he is in comparison, but I choose to focus on, I think it's great that Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos are teaching him to fend for himself and be an adult. That's what I'm going to do with my kids. When I put my kids through college, I'm going to start spending my money like I used to spend it before I had kids. I'm not going to go crazy because I've got to have enough money to live for the rest of my life, but I'll start getting massages again and facials. I'll start traveling internationally for fun. And I'll say this to my kids. I don't think I've had this conversation yet, but I will pay for your college. I will make sure that you have a functioning car when you graduate, a nice used car, and I will pay 6 months of your rent after you graduate. 6 months is maybe even not 7. 7 months. 7 months. No, not 7. 6 months. In 6 months, you can get a job. And if you don't have a job by 6 months, then by the time month 4 comes along, start working temp jobs, bartending, waitering, whatever. Because by the time month 6 is over, rent from dad is no longer getting paid for. I made everything happen in my life, and my kids are going to have to make everything happen in their lives too. I'm instilling in them now a hard work ethic. That's what it takes. Gratitude also helps. It changes your thinking. I have so much gratitude for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you to anybody who may have super chatted me during today's video. If you're watching right now and you super chatted me, you matter so much to me. You know, I need more money. I'm very transparent. I'm spending, and I've only got one person, and I'm not making what I used to. And it's going to be a great week. If you enjoyed this, hit the like button and leave a comment down below. Both of those things really help my videos with engagement. Make sure you're following my family channel, The Perez Hilton, on YouTube, Perez Hilton and Family. Also, make sure you've got the notifications on here and there. Buy some merch at buypopstuff.com or just swipe on through the merch shelf beneath this video. Listen to my podcast, the Perez Hilton Podcast with Chris Booker, on Apple Podcasts or directly at perezpodcast.com. Sign up for my newsletter at pereznewsletter.com. Follow me and the website across social media. We're everywhere from Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Snapchat, and TikTok, and TikTok, and TikTok, and TikTok, and TikTok, and TikTok. I love TikTok. And share this video. And once again, mwah, mwah.